He left home to play with friends and never returned.
This was not just an accident.
The 8-year-old couldn't swim.
My son has always had a fear of water.
That's why his family now has questions. Police found him hours later here in a burrow pit. He drowned, and investigators were quick to say, no foul play.
We were just being ignored.
But ring camera footage has now surfaced what the boys' so-called friends were seen doing the evening that Noah Bush went missing. I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Mothers let their sons go outside and play with friends all the time. And Demetrice Bush says that on May 15th, around 5 p.m., she let her son Noah be a kid and do just that in their small rural town of Jessup, Georgia. It's about 30,000 people who live there. She says that these were white kids. They were a little bit older, but she was familiar with them. But this playtime turned into hours of panic after Noah never came home that night. And then by the next morning, she realized that her worst fear came true.
When they told me where he was actually found, it didn't make sense to me because my son has always had a fear of water.
And it was a frantic 15 hours as Demetrice Bush, along with police, they searched for her 8-year-old son, Noah Bush. She didn't think he'd be anywhere near water because it just wasn't his thing. She says that Noah got invited to parties often with water slides and rides all the time.
He refused to get on either because of his fear of water.
But how could it be that Noah would be found the next morning here in a construction burrow pit not far from his home? The pit is a big hole dug deep in the ground to provide fill material for construction projects. It's land that's owned by Wayne County, Georgia, and plastered with no trespassing signs. Noah's grandmother, Valerie Jernigan, was there when he was found.
I immediately asked, did they suspect any foul play? And the detective said no. I mean, right then he said no. And she, at that time, asked, could she see her baby? She asked 3 times. They would not allow her to see her baby.
The Wayne County Sheriff's Office originally told reporters that Noah took his shoes off and wandered around the no trespassing signs before eventually stepping into water in the hole.
I'm not getting any facts as to who they're talking to, who they're investigating, how my child was found, how he got. Nobody's telling me anything. There's video footage and different items that were found in the area days following that I was told were not out there on the day that they found him.
And worse, she's been having to piece together her own conclusions and possible evidence, including this ring camera video plastered all over social media of what appears to be the children that Noah was playing with the night he disappeared. They were walking away from the scene without Noah.
I just want Noah to have the justice that he deserves. He didn't deserve for his life to be cut short. He had dreams, he had goals, he had ambitions, and he deserves to still be here. And since he can't, we just need him to get the justice that he deserves.
And that's why the family has hired renowned Georgia attorneys Mawali Davis and Francis Johnson, known for their roles in helping get the word out there about Ahmaud Arbery. Ironically enough, this is the same legal jurisdiction that Arbery's case was prosecuted in.
Why did the sheriff department engage in a rush to judgment without a comprehensive investigation? Why weren't those homes searched that very night of the juveniles who were last seen with Noah Bush?
We have, as a community, had to fight to uncover the truth. We will be initiating our own independent investigation with the support of our private investigators. This was not just an accident. And we stand by that.
As you may know, it took about 74 days for the family of Ahmaud Arbery to really get the support they needed from law enforcement, which is something that the Bush family says is far too long. Noah Bush's initial autopsy report, it came back that he did drown, although a second autopsy has since been ordered and the results right now are pending as the Georgia Bureau of Investigations have been called in to assist in this investigation. investigation. Now, the Wayne County Sheriff's Office and the District Attorney's Office, they both came out and said that a death investigation is close to completion. And the Wayne County Sheriff, in a statement, he said in part, quote, that we realize that some feel that this investigation is taking too long, but we want to make sure that all evidence that can be gotten is obtained. When the investigation is complete, any charges to be made will be appropriate to the evidence that is obtained, end quote. In the meantime, community leaders, they've been hosting rallies and bus rides from Atlanta to Jessup to support this family. And of course, the Shade Room will be following the story very closely as it develops. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter. Hello, roommates, and thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Do you want more TSR Investigates? Be sure to subscribe and check us out at theshaderoom.com.